What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Redneck Garage. Today I wanted to sit here and just answer some questions that you guys have and that I receive frequently, so maybe this will help you out. I also was scrolling the group for some of these questions. So one of them, it always gets asked. And this one says, what's the biggest tire I can run on my Z-Force 800 trail? No lift, has 2-inch spacers. Well, what I recommend is 28s. You could probably fit 30s with a lift, but it's going to be tight and it's going to rub at full lock. So I definitely recommend no bigger than 28s. Plus, 28s is like the perfect size tire, in my opinion, for these machines. It works great. Another question is, how well does the Z-Force 500 trail hold up? Was the only thing that could be bought in my area without having to order and wait 6 to 8 weeks. So bought one a week ago, already have 80 miles on it. This was in the group. I have to say, the Z-Force 500 trail is one of the most reliable machines that CFMOTO even makes. In my opinion, it is the most reliable machine. My wife has one. For those of you who don't know, you're new to the channel. My wife has a 500 trail. It's been a wonderful machine. We haven't had to do a thing to it. It's a 2018. It's still got the stock battery, the stock axles, tie rod ends, stock bearings. Everything on it's stock except for the exhaust. That, and I did the airbox relocation. It's been an absolute wonderful machine. And don't listen to the people that say the 500 trail ain't going to go anywhere. The 800, the 1000, or the 950 will go. Because they've probably never even owned one, and they're talking out their ass. Because it will absolutely go anywhere. And with a clutch kit, it will go anywhere even better. It's not the fastest machine. It's definitely not the best riding machine. So I definitely recommend John Hester at Hester's Motorsports, Elka shocks for the trail. You do that, put some 28-inch tires on it, do a clutch kit, and you'll have a blast in that machine. It's just an amazing machine at the price point. And it's a fun little machine. If you're not trying to just rip it up, it's a fun little machine. So, I had another question that I seen in the group. And it shows this clutch, which I'll put here on the screen. And it has a crack in it. And I have to say, it also has grooves wore around in it. I have to say that this clutch has been, and it only has 1,200 miles on it. It's been driven hard, and I have to say, from looking at the clutch, I'm willing to bet that it was driven hard and high in mud and low range. That's just a guess by looking at the wear in 1,200 miles. Now, the wear that's on this clutch, you probably shouldn't be seeing this until it's about 5,000 miles, because the CV Tech clutches are rated to be to about 5,000 miles. So, but it's got a crack in there, and he was asking if it needs to be replaced. And I want to stress this fact real quick for you guys. You definitely want to replace that clutch, because that crack is going to grow. And that crack could spiderweb out, just like a windshield. You get a rock chip in your windshield, eventually that crack grows and it spiderwebs out. And with something that has that kind of centrifugal force, it will explode. It will blow apart, and it will cost you more money in the long run than it will just by buying a set of sheaves, a whole new clutch, because you can buy the clutch all in one, and just replace it. Just put a new clutch in. It's not worth the headache to try to reuse it while it's cracked. It's not worth the headache to try and have it fixed by a machine shop. It's just not worth it. You can get a new clutch. I think they were like $350. I was looking the other day for someone. So another frequently asked question is, what kind of oil can I run in my 950 or my Z-Force 500? Or basically, I see this question for all the machines, including the 800EX. So I want to be clear, very clear on this. If it's not the 800EX, we're going to pull the 800 EX, 800 Trail. We're going to pull that out of the equation. All the other machines, you can run just about any oil you want to because they don't have a wet clutch. I still recommend motorcycle oil because they do have transmission inside, and the motorcycle oil or ATV oil has additives, special additives to deal with gear shearing and shear strength in the oil and all of that stuff. But you could use Rotella, whatever you want. Now we'll bring the 800EX back into the equation. You should the same way. ATV oil. Some people are running Rotella. I don't recommend Rotella because Rotella, even though it's JASO certified, it is not an ATV oil. It wasn't designed for that. It may work, and it may work fine. I've never had a problem with running Rotella, but I've also never ran Rotella in anything with a wet clutch. That's street bikes, you name it. So just make sure that it's certified, but most ATV motorcycle oils are certified because they have a wet clutch. They're very rare bikes out there that don't have a wet clutch. That goes for the standard shift ones. Another common question in the groups that I see is, where can I get parts from? Where can I get parts? Who has the best, cheapest price on parts? All I have to say is there's tons of dealers that will stock parts. There's also online CFMOTO dealers that have parts in stock. You have Morch Motorsports. You have Main Street Cycle. You have John Hester. You have a ton of options. Just do a quick Google search and you find somebody. You even be able to find somebody in the groups. It's super easy. But one that I know is reliable and quick as they can be. They're quick. Sometimes they're super quick. Sometimes they gotta wait a little bit. It's just the name of the game. Some parts are easier to get. Some parts are hard to get. But I will say, Main Street Cycle, that's where I get all my stuff from. They ordered my rear diff. I had it in a week and a half. Something like that. And then I ordered brake pads. I had them in under a week. Let's see. I got ball joints and quite a few other things from them. I had them in 3 days. So they are by far the quickest dealer I've ever gone to. So I have to give them props and let you guys know about them. And they ship. They do ship. So definitely give them a call. Let them know I sent you. Other questions in the groups are, what's the best tire? What's the best tire? So I gotta make this. How do I explain it? Let's see. What the best tire for me may not be the best tire for you. It depends upon your riding style and how you ride and where you ride and how much money you want to spend. Different tires are designed for different terrains. Me, I like to go for a tire that's good for all around. So, like, I picked the Rockabillys for my machine, and I really like them because they grip good in the mud, they grip good in the rocks, they ride good on the street, they do good in the gravel and the loose dirt. They're like a happy medium. Would I take a mud boggin? No. Have I? Yeah, but just for fun. And I've only ever gotten stuck with them once, and that was a really deep hole. We all got stuck. So those tires I do like for the money. Those are Rockabilly radials. Let's see, Sedona Rockabillys. You'll find a video on my channel, and I like them. I do have a review on them, and they do grip, guys. They do grip tremendously. So other questions in the groups is people are asking how to hook up their light bars and their accessories. My answer to you would be go and get yourself another fuse box. Actually, as a matter of fact, Oxbeam sells this box here, and that minimal wiring, you just need to run some wires from the battery up to this box with a fuse, of course, and you'll have that control panel. You'll have that control panel. Your machine feels really jerky whenever you're starting out. The reason for that is the way that the clutch works. You're not giving it enough throttle to engage the clutch. You're only slightly engaging the clutch. So it's jumping on the belt. And that's what you're feeling. It jumping on the belt. One way to combat this is give it more throttle faster. So don't ease into the throttle. Just give it more throttle. Another way to combat this is a clutch kit. You actually don't even need a clutch kit for this. You can help that jerking a lot by reclocking it to A1, C2, C1, B2, whatever you want. Plus, you're going to gain more torque, and it's going to be a way funner ride anyway. So I highly recommend, if you don't hit the streets, clog it to B2. If you do hit the streets and stuff and want to keep that high speed, clock it to C1. You'll thank me later, guys. Some of you already know. So if you know, comment down below and let everybody know what reclocking does for you. So that's all for this one, guys. I hope you like this video, and I want to invite you to make sure you subscribe down below. Hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, guys, we're going to do a battery relocation kit on a Z-Force 800. It'll be the same for the 500 and the 1000 models as well. Peace out.